So welcome back everyone, apology for the delay, holiday, bit ill, now back to the reviews. So this week, I think just because they're doing, although I'm not entirely sure whether they are, the festive menu or Christmas menu from McDonald's. So just finishing off the unboxing there, and yes, 2 weeks. It's been a kind of a nice break, but now back with the reviews. And this week, as I say, festive sort of menu. I'm not entirely sure, but as you can see the items there, obviously just kind of the Justeat. And the only reason I'm using Justeat as well is because the delivery price, I think I said last week for McDonald's, is like nearly £2 cheaper. So that's why I'm using them. But anyway, the festive menu, the double chili or chili double cheeseburger is the item that I didn't review the other week, which I would have done. It's not all that. I mean, it's the chilies. It's kind of like gives it a little bit of heat. It gives it a bit more of a weird crunch when it's obviously a double cheese. And the chili jam, I think it's a chili jam. Yeah, kind of, you know, you could do with a few less chilies, as in chunks of chili, maybe even thinner chilies. And I think it would have made it a nicer burger. So you kind of, it's like overwhelming almost like I say with onions, too much on a burger, and all you taste is onions. So the heat was nice, but that was about it. A little bit disappointing. So Camembert or cheese bites. I think they've had these almost every year, Camembert bites, with a kind of a crunchy, crispy outer coating. I think they're really nice. Like they could do with being obviously a lot hotter. You get a tangy Italian tomato sauce with it, which I don't think I actually got. And as you can see there, they're kind of like breaking apart. They're not soft, they're not warm. So they've probably been out for a little bit. Either way, they're nice, cheesy bites. They could do with being a little bit bigger, but again, with everything that's shrinking, you know, that's not going to change. So just to show that advertised versus reality, they weren't a million miles off. A little bit squashed, obviously, in terms of the burgers, but not a million miles off. Maybe McDonald's marketing department are actually listening to these or watching these videos, who knows. However, the building of the burgers is still, not quite on point, let's say. The tomato, the lettuce, etc., and the sauce, brilliant, you know, decent slices, a nice amount of lettuce, and probably a little bit too much sauce. But the bacon, I'm sure a subscriber, long-term subscriber, says the same thing. Is that even bacon? You can almost see through it. It could just be, I mean, streaky bacon, yeah, as opposed to back bacon on this type of burger, but just slightly thicker streaky bacon, and cooked probably a little bit longer. That aside, the Big Tasty, and I haven't had one for a long time, is really good. Like the smoky kind of sauce to it is almost like the Big Mac sauce, but I think it's a really good burger. It doesn't kind of move about as much as like maybe a Whopper or something like that. It kind of stays together. The bun, again, could be a little bit firmer. All McDonald's buns could be a little bit firmer, I think. And they'd hold up to what is effectively I think it's slightly bigger than a quarter pounder burger. Pretty sure. Or at least it seems it anyway. But ultimately, the Big Tasty is a nice return. However, again, just as a side point, how is that anything to do with Christmas? I don't know. Maybe somebody in the marketing department, Big Tasty, it's a big celebration. I don't know. Maybe it's something along those lines, but it's not really Christmassy. And the other items that we'll see in a few minutes, very, very similar. I mean, even the chili double cheese, which wasn't meant to be in the festive menu, I think that's staying as a new item. So that's not a festive item. But this is apparently, and all it is really extra cheese, cheesy McCrispy, chicken breast fillets, crunchy coating, so with lettuce, crispy onions, pink pickled onion chutney, which I didn't have on because I thought, again, that would probably take over everything, Emmental cheese, and a deluxe cheese sauce. So maybe like the deluxe cheese sauce is maybe the kind of Christmassy vibe to it, but that's about it. That is literally about it. What is a cheesy McCrispy really to do with, like the KFC sage and onion and the stuffing tower burger? You can kind of get towards that. I mean, even having like maybe a turkey burger. Would that go? I don't know. It's a Christmas bun, Christmas burger, in a bun with some stuffing and maybe that'd be slightly different. But again, you go then going down the KFC route, as I mean chicken, as opposed to McDonald's doing burgers. I don't know. But to me, it's a really nice burger. The McCrispy is nice, especially with the extra cheese. I think it's how it should be in the first place. It's a nice burger, but not Christmassy. I wouldn't say not festive really at all. So I don't quite know where they've got their ideas from this year, but either way, on to what will be in a couple of minutes, or seconds I should say. Terry's Chocolate Orange Christmas Pie. Again, Terry's Chocolate Orange, brilliant. And it was really, really gooey. I mean, it was even to the point where maybe they should have added something else in with it. But it's effectively a chocolate fondant pie. Or chocolate ganache, sorry. But you can see there, really thick and kind of gooey. And it was really nice. Like, as their pies go in the crispy, crunchy, deep fried outer, yeah, really good bit. I can't really put my finger on what would be better, but something just mixed in with this chocolate as opposed to just more or less all Terry's Chocolate Orange. And the flavour of it, Terry's Chocolate Orange, was nice. The collaboration, whatever you want to call it. I know I didn't have the McFlurries, but I thought, well, they're going to be not a million miles off. And they, again, to me, maybe ice cream, but they're not festive at all. So either way, obviously back to the reviews now onwards. And I appreciate everybody that's subscribed recently. Obviously, we've got a long way to go till Christmas, but you'll see the ratings now for these. Maybe they'll release some more. 8.5, 7.5, 6.5, 9, and 8.5. So I appreciate everybody who's watching. If you haven't watched any of the previous videos, have a look at these.